All right, good morning, everyone. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I hope that you can hear me. Yeah, good. Nice to see some familiar faces, some teachers as well. I'm coming to you guys. Well, first of all, welcome to Yoga to the People live streaming classes. It's an honor for me to be here and serve you. I'm coming from New York City, the Bronx to be exact, the Boogie Down Bronx. It's a rainy day today. It's really beautiful. Like last time, I really love to do yoga in the rain, try to find something meditative in the practice perhaps. So a few things, I won't be playing any music. So if you wish to have some music, you could go to one of our playlists on Spotify under Yoga to the People. And I'm gonna ask you guys also to please mute yourselves. That way the sound doesn't reverberate. And lastly, you're welcome to keep your cameras on if you wish to be seen. It's also nice that way I can see your bodies move as I guide you through this next hour. But if you wish to remain anonymous, that's also a great place to be. That is your choice. So make a choice, stick to that idea. And thank you again so much for choosing us to do yoga this next hour. Let's go ahead and begin in a child's pose, please. In tradition to Yoga to the People, we like to offer a lot of options. So I'll begin with those options right now. You can extend your arms behind you, palms face the ceiling. This gives you the ability for your shoulder blades to roll down, pull your shoulders away from your ears. And then secondly, the hips. If you tend to have a lot of tension or tightness in the hips, I recommend that you go with your knees wider apart, or maybe somewhere in the middle, or maybe even eventually fully closed. One is not better than the other. There's really no archetype. It's just like a general idea. So try to find comfort in this posture. That way you can use your awareness to start focusing on your breath, the quality of the breath. Always, regardless of where you are at in your yogic practice, remember that the breath is foundational to any yogic practice, regardless of the lineage. So listen to the inhales and the exhales of your body, or even better, you can establish a pattern to the breath, both equally important. Remember, your inhales are going to keep you energized throughout this hour. It's going to bring new energy to the body. And your exhales will give you the ability to release, also let go of stagnant air and low vibrations. I ask you to work hard this next hour. Of course, if you wish to take a break, you can always come back into this child's pose at any time throughout the hour. That is your choice. I'll probably offer you some variations, some options. You can base it on the conditions of your body, or maybe you want to challenge yourself more, or perhaps you want to take it a little bit easier, maybe cultivate more of an inward practice. Something very specific that we do here, Yoga to the People, we do vibrational breaths. They sound like this: H-A, ha, H-M, or maybe S-H. I could recommend that you explore these breathing techniques. It can enhance your practice. It can help create some sort of release, or maybe even something cathartic. So we'll begin right now. Go ahead and expel all of the breath out of your lungs. It's an active exhale, audible breath out, everything out, 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 out. Squeeze your abdominal walls. Now soften the belly, take a deep inhale, fill the belly, feel the chest, feel it on the top of the throat. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release HM. Very good. Let's begin to now start moving the body. For those of you that haven't done so already, start extending your arms forward, fingertips on the mat, elbows off of the mat. It's an extension and active. Prioritize the spine, scan the spine. If you feel any rounding to the spine, maybe start with the neck, lift the nose off of the mat so you can find length through the neck, or maybe lift your hips a little higher to arch your center spine down, take more of a back bend sensation. As you walk your fingertips forward, take an inhale to start tucking your toes under. And as you exhale, start bringing your hips up and back. It's your first official downward facing dog. Now, this is a posture we're going to do a lot throughout the hour. So at first, just move it around organically. See how the body feels in this upside down V shape. Notice the weight on hands, or if you feel pressure on your wrists, notice the weight on your feet. Perhaps how bending the knees or straightening out the legs could feel to the hamstrings. Now, there are archetypes to each of these postures. Of course, they're just general ideas. I will give you all of those instructions. I will build these postures from the bottom up. So let's start off with this one with our hands. Go ahead and spread the fingers really wide. Create an L shape between your index fingers and your thumbs. Now start pressing the tips of your fingers into the mat, your knuckles and your heels. Try to create a suction cup sensation through your palms. So this is very active as opposed to your hands just laying flat on the mat. Keep it active. Think more like you're gripping into the mat. Externally rotate your biceps. You want to pull your armpits in and then stay really strong through your upper body and start bringing your chest towards your thighs. Actively push it towards your thighs. Keep the energy of the neck completely relaxed, effortless. Register that sensation, and once you notice that, now go ahead and start bending the knees, and you can connect your belly into your thighs. The idea is that you're prioritizing the spine. Try to find length. Rotate the pelvic bowl so that your toe bone reaches up towards the ceiling. Register that as you take an inhale, and as you exhale, straighten out your legs and push your heels towards the mat, more of a hamstring stretch, a calf stretch. Go ahead and now expel all of the breath out of your lungs. Empty it out. Release, release, release. Out, 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 out. Find a sweet inhalation. Fill it up from the belly to the chest. Hold it at the top. Concentrate. And on your exhale, release it with your HA. Good. Now go ahead and lean yourself forward into your plank pose. Go ahead and activate the core muscles of your body. Stay stacked between your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders. Keep squeezing the belly a lot. You want your shoulders, your hips, and your knees stacked. Pull the pubic bone towards the navel so that your tailbone reaches back towards the back wall. Lift up through your kneecaps. You want your legs active here so that all of your weight are not on your shoulders, on your wrists. Stack your heels on top of your toes. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, lower halfway down, hug your elbows by your ribs. It is your Chaturanga Dandasana. You want to bring your chest a little bit forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Keep your legs active and strong like a suspended bridge. Pull your shoulder blades together, shoulders away from your ears. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. So this is the flow we're going to be doing throughout the hour. It is the glue that holds all of the other postures together. I personally always use this as a reset button to check in where I'm at with the breath, where I'm at in the body. Go ahead and now bend the knees a lot. Take an inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, walk your feet towards the front of the mat for your forward bend Uttanasana. For accessibility purposes, you can keep your feet hips width distance. That's about 2 fists in between. So everything parallel, heels, toes, kneecaps parallel. You can either sway from side to side, allow gravity to do the work for you, completely relax the neck, or pedal out the legs, keep the soles of your feet on the mat, help open up your hips, or maybe a calf stretch by lifting up your heels. Now release what you're doing. Inhale, half lift, flat back. You can place your hands on your shin for support, or maybe your fingertips can rest on the mat. But the idea is flat back, prioritize. Lift up through your kneecaps, crown forward, weight a little bit forward, arch the spine. Take one more inhale, exhale, release it, forward bend. And now as you inhale, slowly start rising up into your mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. As soon as you stand up fully erect, stack your ankles, your knees, your hips, that's your biggest joint, and your shoulders on top of your hips. Keep pulling the pubic bone towards the navel so that you're not back bending the low back, and maximize the weight on your heels. Maybe wiggle the toes around, or maybe use an inhalation to balance on the tippy toes. Check out the balance right now at this moment. See where that's at. Keep pulling the armpits in, relax your shoulders, spread the shoulder blades nice and wide, and as you exhale, drop your heels down. Now I recommend that you close your eyes for 3 breaths. Give yourself a moment to connect internally, the nectar of the practice, which could be really much more profound than on a physical level. But regardless of where you're at, please honor that space because they're all really great places to be and great lessons. We're gonna prepare for a back bend. Flutter your eyes open. For all back bends, you wanna use the idea of an 80-20 breath. Start filling your lungs up to capacity. Inhale, stretch up tall. And as you exhale, bump your hips forward. It is the counterbalance. Keep your legs strong, arms strong. Pubic bone forward. Take one more inhale, exhale, release it, forward bend. As we transition into the second set, straight to back bend, inhale, stand up, reach up top first, and then look up, look back, reach it back. Back bend through your neck, upper back, mid back, low back. Exhale, release it, forward bend. Very good, you guys are doing great. So the next one is gonna be on your own. It is one breath, one movement. You do this mountain pose 5 times on your own, and we'll meet in the forward bend. Once you've completed all 5 mountain poses, go ahead and relax your shoulders, interlock your fingers and your palms behind the spine. And as you exhale, you extend the arms forward. And this feels really good now, or it might feel good if you pedal up the legs and sway the torso from side to side. Use your exhales to release tension or any sort of buildup that shows up from these postures. Beautiful, go ahead and release down what you're doing. Inhale, half lift, flat back. And on your exhale, you release it into your forward bend. Drop your palms on the mat, step back into your plank pose, preparations for 3 yoga push-ups. Let's continue to bring heat on the body. Keep stacking the joints of the body. Inhale, push away from your mat. Exhale, lower halfway down, hug your elbows by your ribs. Inhale, push away from your mat. Exhale, release 2/3. Stay, hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, push away from your mat. Exhale, release 2 inches. Stay, hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push away from your mats. Take your vinyasa flows. Really nice, Melanie. Empty that out. Expel the breath out of your lungs completely. Out, 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 out. Find a sweet, rich inhale. Hold it at the top and release it with your HA. Now as you inhale, stretch the right leg behind you, but keep your hips level. So you want your leg parallel to the mat as if you were kicking your back wall. Take one more inhale to make the right leg even longer. And as you exhale, lift it up, open it up. Stack your right hip on top of your left. Bend the right knee and point your back toes. You can find a back bend twist here. Maybe look over the left side of the body, arch your spine deeply. Use your imagination and then think that the toes will land on the crown of the head one day. Most likely never, but you never know. On your inhale, come back towards the center, level out your hips. We're gonna continue to do some core work. As you exhale, bring your right knee high into your right shoulder and connect both limbs. Round the spine, good. Inhale the right leg all the way up and back, find height. Exhale, right knee high into the left shoulder, twist it, look over the left. Beautiful, inhale the right leg all the way up and back towards ceiling. Exhale, right knee into your forehead, become a cat. Breathe into your upper back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale the right leg all the way up and back. And on your exhale, release it in between your hands. Drop your back knee down and keep your back toes tucked. This is equestrian posture, so we're gonna use this as a transition. Puff up through your chest, look forward. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, bring your left foot to meet the right. Forward bend, Uttanasana. Don't worry, you'll do the full expression later. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, release it, break posture. Inhale, stand up, rise up, back bend. Look up, look back, stretch it back. Beautiful. Exhale, release it, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Drop your palms on the mat. Glide the right leg behind you. This time, untuck your right toes. Drop the back knee down. So now we'll explore Kapiyasana a little bit deeper. Place your hands on top of your left knee. You can push away from your left knee. So think that you're straining out your arms and your chest is gonna face the ceiling, parallel. That's option 1. Option 2, you can place hands on your low back like you would in the camel posture, fingertips down, create a little bit of a shelf. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Remember, it's still 80-20 breath. Squeeze your right glute a lot and press the right foot down. Take one more inhale, and on your exhale, release both hands down towards the mat. Listen carefully, tuck your right toes under, extend the left leg behind you, Vinyasa flow. Breathe in through your nostrils, exhale through the nostrils. Breathe in through your nostrils, exhale through your nostrils. Inhale, reach and extend the left leg behind you. Focus on length at first, and on your exhale, open the body up, step your left hip on your right, bend your left knee, point the toes. And then explore. Maybe look over right side body, find that back bend twist, arch the spine a lot, and breathe into it. Use the power of your thoughts to shift the energy around your body. So your thoughts is like the gasoline to move the vehicle, the energy. Beautiful, Kim. On your next inhale, square your hips, stretch the left leg behind you, and as you exhale, left knee high into the left shoulder, connect both limbs. Very good. Inhale the left leg all the way up and back, legs straight, point toes. Exhale, left knee high into the right shoulder, squeeze it and twist it. Beautiful. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee connected to your forehead, round the spine, become a cat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale the left leg up and back. And on your exhale, release it in between your hands. Drop your back knee down, back toes tucked, equestrian posture. Look forward, puff up your chest, get proud. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, bring your right foot to meet the left, forward bend Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, release it, break posture. Inhale, rise up, stand up, look back, reach it back bend the spine, extend it back. Good, exhale, release it, forward bend. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Drop your palms on the mat. This time, glide the left leg behind you, and you're gonna untuck your left toes. Drop your back knee down. Remember your options, both hands on top of your right knee. Option 1. Remember to push your hips forward. You wanna stretch out your hip flexors, and it'll also help you for the balance. Keep pressing your left foot down, the top of the foot. So either hands on your knees or hands on the low back. Lift up through your chest, lift up through your throat. Take one more inhale, and on your exhale, drop both palms down on the mat. You guys are doing great. Tuck your left toes under, reach the right leg behind you, plank pose. Listen carefully. Take one more inhale. Now go ahead and extend the right arm forward and lift your left leg up about 3 inches. So balancing spinal balance. Find the balance. Keep your hips level. Do the best that you can. Maybe spread your limbs a little bit wider for that balance. For 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Drop it down. Stack your joints. This time, inhale, left arm forward, right leg up. Drop your hips down. It's a flat back. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your limbs. Inhale, push away from mat. Exhale, take your vinyasa flows. Very good work. Now go ahead and release the first quarter of the class. Empty out the breath completely. Out, 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 out. Empty everything out. Find a sweet inhale. Fill up the body with new energy. Hold it and release it. H-A. Inhale, lengthen and stretch your right leg up and back. Leg straight, point toes. And on your exhalation, release it in between both of your hands. Root down your back foot. Come up into your first warrior one on the right side of your body. This is your Virabhadrasana 1. So it's all gonna start with your back foot. Angle it tight, 60, 45 degrees, depending on the mobility of the back ankle. And then really root down to that back foot, especially the outer edge of your foot. Your back leg is gonna act like a power source, so allow it to do so. Extend your left hip forward and right hip back. Anchor down, squeeze your inner thighs together. So think more 90 degrees to that right thigh, or even better, explore the threshold. Find that place of resistance. Try not to run away from it. Breathe into it. Give it life. Preparations for back bend, but soften your shoulders. Inhale, look up, look back. Extend the spine back. And as you exhale, release both of your palms on the mat. Right leg back. Vinyasa flow. Inhale, stretch your left leg all the way up and back. And on your exhale, release it in between both of your hands. Root down back foot, come up, warrior one on the left. So at this point, you have some knowledge. Use your awareness. Angle your back foot as best as you can for right now. Seal that back leg active. Feel it. Squeeze your right glute also. And then stay low in the lunge. Keep scissoring your thighs. Relax your toes as well. Now breathe into it. Feel the energy rising from the base of the spine all the way to the neck, maybe even crown. Inhale, look up, look back, extended back, back bend. And on your exhale, release your palms on the mat, left leg back for your vinyasa flow. It is your one breath, one movement, warrior one on the right. Do the same on the left. Now I encourage you to close your eyes and the one breath, one movement. Cultivate what's within you. Find your potential. Remember that this practice can become much more of an inner astronaut where you're looking at everything from within. Or perhaps you find yourself enjoying in more of a direct yoga relationship, which is also a great place to be. That's also as well the relationships that you're cultivating with others. But I find that in these times, it could be much more reflective, especially with the isolation that we're doing. Of course, the circumstances maybe aren't the best, but it is important to cultivate something within always. All right, let's prepare to transition. Go ahead and expel the breath out of your lungs. Everything out, 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 out. Release it to the universe. The moment is over. Take a deep, rich inhale. Hold it at the top and release it with your HA. Inhale, lengthen the right leg all the way up and back. On your exhale, release it in between both of your palms. Root down, back foot, come up, warrior one. Full expression. And on your exhalation, open your bodies up into your warrior two, right side. So you want to extend your right arm forward, left arm back. Enjoy a much wider stance here. Think back foot more of a 90-degree angle, or maybe you can bring your toes slightly in, but do seal that back leg and then try to square your hips. You can do so by shifting right hip forward, left hip back. Keep pulling the pubic bone towards the navel to avoid that low back bend. And you want to keep your shoulders on top of your hips too. The more that you stack, the more you get to conserve your energy. So use your intelligence. Keep pulling the arms away from your shoulder sockets. If you're feeling a lot of energy, then you can spread the fingers wide. It's more of a releasing of energy. Otherwise, squeeze your fingers together to help conserve that energy. Sit a little lower because you can. Find a deeper inhale because you can. And on your exhale, cartwheel your hands down, release the right leg back, vinyasa flow. Inhale, stretch your left leg all the way up and back. And as you exhale, release it in between your limbs. Root down your back foot, come up, warrior one. Exhales, open it up. Express the body open in your warrior two. Try to become completely vulnerable here in the best of ways. Spread out your legs. Open up your pelvis, your solar plexus, that space. They say it's about an inch above the navel. Some say it's an inch below the navel. But feel that general sensation, your abdominal walls. It acts as a second brain. Sit a little lower, breathe a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, release your left leg back, vinyasa flow. One breath, one movement. Warrior one, two on your own. We'll meet again in the down dog. Once you're in your downward facing dog, breathe in through the nostrils, exhale through your nostrils. Breathe in through nostrils, exhale through nostrils. Go ahead and bend the knees a lot. Look forward, take an inhale, exhale, step, jump, float towards the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, release it, break your posture. Go ahead and gather your feet together, toes touch, heels touch. Okay, squeeze your ankles, your ankle bones, your calves, and your inner thighs. Inhale, hips down, arms up for your thunderbolt. Palms touch, you wanna cross your thumbs. So we're going straight into the variation. It's a variation of your chair pose. So we'll start off from the bottom, the foundation, maximum weight on your heels. Keep drawing your knees back as if they were going to stack on top of your ankles. Think more energetically. Scissor your inner thighs together. If you're feeling low pain in the low back, then scoop your tailbone underneath. Otherwise, you're welcome to create a deep back bend sensation. Now, straighten out your arms. If there's a bend through your elbows, extend your arms more forward and then straighten the arms out. But relax your shoulders at the same time. It's more of a pushing and pulling sensation. Sit a little bit lower, lift or reach a little bit higher. Take one more inhale, exhale, release it, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Continue to maintain the feet together. And on your inhale, stand up. Circle sweep your arms sideways and up. Bring your palms to touch. And as you exhale, wrap your right arm underneath the left. Preparations for Garudasana, Eagle. So you want to bring your palms to touch. Pull your arms down. Think your fingertips are going to marinate underneath the tip of your nose. If you can't do that today, then go with your left wrist instead. If that's still not available, do opposite hands, opposite shoulders. But in this posture, you want to create pressure and balance, elbows down. Take one more inhale, exhale, sit low. Back to this invisible chair. Go ahead and balance on your left foot, but do not collapse on the arch of your foot. Inhale, raise your right leg up high, and on your exhale, release it on top of the left. Lift up through the arch of your left foot. If you can find the double wrap, you connect your shin to the calf muscles. Sit low. If that's available to you, then now you want to stack your elbows, your knees, and your ankles. Draw your right hip back, lift it forward. It's a very subtle movement. And instead of compression of your spine, think more of a back bend of the spine. Lift up through your chest as you release your hips a little lower, just like that, chin. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up to standing. Drop your right foot down, come up to standing. Circle but sweep your arms sideways and up. Bring your palms to touch. And as you exhale, wrap your left arm underneath the right. Remember, you have options now, variations. Do the one that's going to serve you the best. Take one more inhale, sit low. Back into this invisible chair. Balance on your right foot. Inhale, raise your left leg up high. Again, don't collapse on the arch of your right foot. Use your toes and then relax your foot. Sit low and then square your hips. This time, right hip forward, left hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs together, armpits in. Pull your elbows down, lift up through your chest. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, drop your left foot down. Come up to standing. Inhale, stand up. Circle sweep your arms sideways and up. And on your exhale, go ahead and release it. Forward bends.
Where's the teacher? I don't know where's the class. Where's the instructor? Нету больше.
Здесь?
Да, нету.
Нету вот здесь?
Ну, я ищу. Вот, смотри. Вон они ждут. Вот он. Вот инструктор. Hello? Anybody there?
Hi.
Is the class over?
I think there was a technical issue or something.
Hello.
Richard,
Hi.
we need you.
Okay. Sorry about that. I got disconnected. Let's continue. Can you guys
Okay.
see me?
Yes.
Good. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, release it, forward bend. Go ahead and drop your palms on the mat. Step back into your vinyasa flows.
Yeah.
Go ahead and now empty out all of the breath out of your lungs. Everything out, 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 out. Find one sweet inhale. Exhale, release it, let it go. H-A. Inhale, stretch your right leg all the way up and back. On your exhale, release it in between your limbs. Root down your back foot, come up, warrior one. And as you exhale, open the body up into your warrior two. Go ahead and flip your right palm up. Inhale to reach it forward. And on your exhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Now stay low in the lunge. Keep the scissoring sensation through your thighs. That way your right knee doesn't buckle in. Pull the tailbone down. Focus on fanning out the right side of your ribs. Think of your arm, right arm 45 degrees. Otherwise, reach it up towards the ceiling. Now stay in the posture. On your inhale, go ahead and straighten out your right leg. Lift up through your right kneecap. Try to find a deeper stretch. And on your exhale, release your right hand on top of your right shin for Trikonasana, triangle posture. You can keep your hand on your shin or maybe otherwise on the inside of your foot. Keep lifting up through your right kneecap, and you want to avoid just locking the leg. Think more that the muscles are hugging the bones. On the next inhale, go ahead and extend the left arm forward, extend the triangle. Good, and on your inhale, pull your right arm up, think more core, and bend the right knee, 45. Good, 90 degrees. Roll your right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Take one more inhale, and on your exhale, drop both hands down towards the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot slightly out. Lift up your back heel for your active lizard. Rock your body forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And when you're ready, you can drop your back knee down, untuck your back toes. You can start with your left forearm first, then the right forearm. And then eventually maybe the chest. And then eventually maybe the right shoulder underneath the right thigh. There are two schools of thoughts here with the right foot. You can keep your right foot forward, toes forward, squeeze your right inner thigh into the rib cage, or you could bring your right foot more 45 degrees where your right knee pulls out, looking even more so like a lizard. Now go ahead and release both hands down on the mat. Tuck your back toes under, lift up your back knee. And on your inhale, go ahead and extend the right leg behind you for your plank pose. And then just for fun, Ashtanga Namaskara. As you exhale, drop your knees, chest, and chin down. It's a deep back bend. And then on your inhale, slide yourself into Cobra. Press your hands on the mat. Straighten out your arms, shoulders away from your ears. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Exhales, downward facing dog. Very good. Once in down dog, breathe in for 5. Exhale for 4. Breathe in for 3. Exhale for 2. Breathe in for 1. Inhale, stretch your left leg up and back. Exhale, swing it in between your limbs. Back foot down, come up, warrior 1. Exhales, open it up, warrior 2. Settle into your warrior 2. Maintain that low lunge. And when you're ready, flip your left palm, reach it forward as you inhale. And as you exhale, you reverse it for your peaceful warrior. So do find a peaceful moment in the posture. Keep the integrity of your left knee stacked on the ankle. So you want to keep that low lunge and the scissoring sensation through your thighs. Fan out your left rib cage, straighten out your left arm. Sit a little lower at first as you inhale. And once you register that, now go ahead and start straightening out your left leg. Reach a little further towards the back. And as you exhale, release your left hand on top of your left shin for Trikonasana triangle. Use your shin for support. Make sure that you're opening up your chest. If your chest and shoulders are drawing down towards the mat, then bring your hand a little bit higher, more so towards the knee, but not directly on the knee. And when you're ready, go ahead and extend the right arm forward for an extended triangle. Use your core here, and on your inhale, lift your left arm up, core strengthener. Once you're here, start bending the left knee. Maintain the leg lunge, roll the right shoulder back, left shoulder forward, look up towards the sky, take one more inhale, and on your exhale, release both palms on the mat, walk your left foot slightly out, lift up your back heel for your active lizard. At first, rock your bodies forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Once you feel pretty good, you could drop your right forearm down, then the left, and then maybe the chest, and then maybe your shoulder underneath the thigh. You can keep it active the entire time as well. That's really up to you. Remember to give it life as you breathe. Deep inhales through nostrils, strong exhales through the nostrils. Preparations to transition, place both palms on the mat, tuck your back toes under, lift up your back knee. Give it an inhale to extend the left leg behind you for your plank pose. Stack your joints, inhale, push away from your mats. Exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin down, Ashtanga Namaskara. Slide yourself forward like a wave. Become a cobra, arms straight. Squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze your legs. And as you exhale, tuck your toes under, hips up and back, downward facing dog. One breath, one movement, warrior 1, 2, reverse, optional triangle, optional lizard. Use this opportunity to find the breath if you've negotiated it. From wherever you're at, go ahead and empty out the breath out of your lungs. Release everything out, out, out. Active exhale, push it out. Soften belly and just an inhale, a profound one. Hold it and release it, HM. Good. Bend the knees a lot. Look forward. Take an inhale. Exhale. Step, jump, float towards the front of your mats. Inhale. Half lift, flat back. Exhale. Release it. Break posture. Keep your feet hips width distance. On your inhale, hips down, arms up. Chair pose. Third and final set. We're going to play with balance here. Go ahead and balance on your left foot. On your inhale, stack your right ankle on top of your left knee. But do flex your right foot a lot and draw your right knee down. And lift up to the arch of your left foot, soften your toes. Sit a little lower, reach a little higher. Good, and as you inhale, drop your right foot down, come up to standing and back bend. Inhale, look up, look back, extend the spine back. Exhale, release it, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, hips down, arms up, chair pose, same set. We're gonna do the opposite. We'll get right into it. Balance on your right foot. Inhale to raise your left ankle, stack it on top of the right. And now flex your left foot, drop your left knee down. So think of the number 4 shape. And notice if you're collapsing on your foot, lift up to the arch, soften your toes, sit low, breathe deep. Look up towards the sky, maybe relax your shoulders. And then as you inhale, drop your foot down, come up to standing, and then back bend. Inhale, look up, look back, extend it back. On your exhale, release it, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Drop your palms on the mat, step back into plank pose, pause. At the count of 5, drop your bellies on the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Locust, Shalavasana. Squeeze your legs together, interlock your fingers and your palms behind the spine. So you're gonna be more compact here. So hopefully you'll come up a little bit higher. Balance on your hip bone. Inhale, come up, arms up, legs up, chest up. The rule here is you have to keep your legs completely straight. Otherwise, drop them a little lower towards the mat, then straighten them out. Just like that, Ching. Squeeze your legs together, point the toes, look up, 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 up. Exhale, release. Left ear on the mat. Toes touch, heels spread out, palms face the ceiling. Maybe bend at the knees, and you can windshield wipe your legs from side to side to release the compression on that low back. Good, release your legs down, place your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, press up into the plank pose, exhales, downward facing dog. Half pigeon, inhale the right leg all the way up and back. Exhale, release it in between your hands. Now this time, walk your foot closer towards your left hand. You want your right knee wider than the right side of your shoulder. If there's tenderness to the knee, then flex your right foot a lot. So think your shin parallel to the mat. Otherwise, you can control it so by bringing your right foot closer towards the left side hip bone. So depending where you're at, you're definitely going to want a sensation, but you don't want to overdo it, passing the threshold. You can remain on your hands or forearms, or eventually drop your chest, or maybe find length. You walk your fingertips forward. Keep your left leg aligned with the left side hip bone. And now you're here. It is a static posture. So perhaps the physical body might not be moving, but internally you might be moving a lot, especially the energy on the right side of your hip. It's like a collector. So maybe you're feeling so much, or it feels like it's seeping of energy. Or maybe it's really tight and it's gonna take a few classes or maybe a few months or even years to really break through that energy. Ultimately, you're using your awareness to see where you're at. And that intelligence of awareness is something that you could use out in the world, right? Especially times like now, where the energy can shift so drastically and dramatically. Using your awareness can really help you and guide you through these moments. Inhale the now, exhale the past. Inhale the now, Exhale the past. Slowly release your hands underneath your shoulders. Start tucking your left toes. Walk them forward. This will give you a little space to draw the right leg behind you. You're welcome to take a vinyasa flow if your body asks for it. Otherwise, go straight into your half pigeon on the left. Use your intelligence by using the information you have received so that you can find this posture on the left while maintaining a level of growth internally and externally, but using your mindfulness to not go past that point. So in a way, think about it like reading a book, right? If you're in chapter 9, you don't want to jump all the way to chapter 12, right? There's important chapters in between where you might receive really important information about yourself and where you're at. Once you're in the posture, use it as an opportunity to discover something new through your breath. Deep inhales into the belly. Strong exhales through the nostrils. We'll give it 30 more seconds. Use it as an opportunity to release, to let go. Now slowly release your hands under your shoulders. Start tucking the right toes. Walk it forward, left leg back. Take your final vinyasa flow of this hour. Once in down dog, I ask you to reconnect again, move it around, open up maybe right side body, left side body. Notice if there's a shift on a physical level. Notice where the breath has gone. All right, let's prepare to transition for camel. From your down dog, drop down to your knees. This has the potential to be your deepest back bend if you wish. So I'll give you the options. Keep your knees hips width distance. Place hands on your low back. If your knees are any wider than your hips, you're gonna fall more into the low back. There's already a natural back bend there. If you want a deeper back bend, then I would recommend maybe even knees closer towards each other. Remember, it's 80-20 breath. Lift up to the pelvic floor, squeeze it. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine first, and then release the head in between your shoulder blades. Use your neck muscles. Lift up through your throat, upper, mid, low back. Keep bumping the hips forward. Search for the wall behind you. And for those of you that find it, release one hand at a time towards your heels, thumbs face out. Keep pulling the elbows towards each other. Keep puffing up through your chest. Remember to take tiny sips of air. Hips forward, chest up. You have 5. Keep creating a lifting sensation for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Place one hand at a time on the low back for support. Tailbone underneath. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, release your hips towards your heels for your hero's posture. So exactly for the posture asked for, become a hero. Keep your spine erect. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Keep your chin leveled, and I recommend that you close your eyes. Use this moment to honor your body where it's at, through all the lessons that have been given to you, so that you grow and you expand and you cultivate and you change. Now slowly float your eyes open. Take an inhale to draw both of your legs through for your seated forward bend. You could do it on one sit bone first, then the next. Once you're here, rock the weight off of the sit bone. Squeeze your legs together. It's very active. Flex your feet a lot. Heels forward, toes towards you. Maybe it's so active that your heels can start hovering off of the mat. Pull the arms up towards the sky. Get really tall. Look up. Reach up as you inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and grab your feet. Pull your chest and your shoulders forward and down. For those of you that can't grab your feet just yet, then simply you bend the knees, connect the belly to your thighs, grab your feet and slide them forward. Once you feel that there's a disconnect between your belly and your thighs, that's your warning. That's where you should remain. Either use the strength of your arms to pull the spine apart or just let gravity do the work for you. Now, do relax the energy of the neck. Look down, completely effortless. Every exhale, go deeper. Every inhale, bring the energy into the body. Maybe awakening of your chakras. Now, as you inhale, start rising up slowly. Stack your spine, vertebra by vertebra, chin and head last. Once you're here, listen carefully. We're gonna go straight into bicycle crunches. So go ahead and slide your hips more forward. You can keep the soles of your feet on the mat, extend the arms forward, keep them shoulder width, palms face each other. It's a flat back sensation, so this is pre-core. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, start coming down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Interlock your fingers behind your head, opposite elbow, opposite knee. You can go really fast or really slow, but the number is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release it, let it go. Go ahead and now bring your knees towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. You could do opposite hands, elbows, or the forearms, or the wrists. Maintain your low spine on the mat. The integrity of the spine is on the mat, so low back on mat. It could be energetically, it doesn't have to be literal, and then chin towards your throat, find length on the spine. Now soften the grip, but drop your left leg down and bring your right knee into the right side on your armpit when removing. You can keep flexing your left foot as well, or keep it completely relaxed. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, roll your right knee towards the left side, spinal twist. You want to prioritize here that you keep both of your shoulders on the mat as opposed to your right knee making contact with the ground. If you're super into alignment of the body, maybe scoop your hips more so center so that your spine is not diagonal. Now bring your knees towards your chest once more, like a reset. Squeeze it deeply into your body. And as you exhale, drop your right leg down. Make a choice of flexing foot or not. And then use your exhale to bring your left knee towards the right side. Look over the left and remember to prioritize shoulders on the mat. Every exhale, you squeeze and you twist and you twist and you squeeze. So you have no choice but to breathe into your upper chest. Now, as you inhale, bring both soles of your feet towards each other. Interlace your fingers around your feet for the butterfly. Here you want to open up your knees forward and down. Think like the wings of a butterfly. As you draw your feet towards your chest, same concept of the low spine on the mat. Pushing and pulling sensation. And on your exhales, open it up into the happy baby. Stack your ankles on top of the knees. Grab the soles of your feet from the outside and draw your knees down. Same concept, low spine on the mat, neck on the mat, chin towards throat. If it feels right for your body, you're welcome to straighten out your right leg, your left leg, perhaps both legs. Maybe one day legs behind your shoulders. We'll top it off with a shoulder stand and a plow. So you're welcome to take an early Shavasana if you wish, or you can place your hands on your low back, bring your legs up towards the sky first. Squeeze your ankles, your knees. Stack your ankles, knees, and hips. Hands on the low back, use your core. Stack the joints of your body, look up towards the sky, avoid looking right or left. And then once you're good, you can release the legs behind you for your plow. Use your core or use the counterbalance by drawing your hips a little bit forward. If you can, legs straight. Otherwise, bend the knees, knees towards your ears, death man pose. Or wrap your arms around your legs, embryo pose. Or finally, knees together on the crown of the head. Notice if they can slide down to the mat. Take one more inhale, and on your exhale, slowly, gently release it into your Shavasana, the most important, the most powerful posture that you can take. I'll give you about a minute of Yoga Nidra. Palms face the sky, toes plop out, squeeze your shoulder blades, shoulders away from your ears. You don't want tension in this posture. Relax your toes. Relax the arches of your feet. Relax your shins. Relax your calves, your inner thighs, and your outer thighs. Relax your tailbone, your coccyx, your pubic bone, your hip bone. Start relaxing your fingertips completely. Relax your knuckles, your palms, your wrists. Relax your forearms, your elbows, your biceps, triceps, your shoulders. Relax low belly, mid chest, upper chest. Relax the front of your throat. Relax your low back, mid back, upper back, back of throat. Relax back of head. Relax the crown of your head. Relax your skull, your brain. Relax your forehead and your eyebrows. Relax your third eye, that space in between your eyebrows. Relax your eyes, your eyeball sockets. Relax your cheeks, your chin. Part your lips, upper lip, bottom lip. Fully relax your jaw, your gums, upper teeth, bottom teeth. Relax the tongue. I want to thank you all for your practices and for taking the time, the hour to commit to your body, your awareness, and hopefully cultivating your internal practice and finding the power of the breath. My name is Richard. It's been an honor for me to serve you and guide you. As you know, we are a donation-based community. Our classes, we ask the donation to be a $12, but ultimately it's a donation. So if you can, if it's available to you, please feel free to donate. You could go to our website. There's a donation button there. Go ahead and start wiggling your toes, wiggle your fingertips. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, you can roll over on towards the right side of your bodies, like a fetal position. I'm gonna finish it off with a quote. Just a heads up, our next class will be now, actually, with Rose Erin Pranayama. You're welcome to meet her, or the 11 a.m. with Ronnie. It's gonna be power yoga. I highly recommend pranayama, super powerful. The quote for today is by Muhammad Ali. He said, "Don't count the days, make the days count." Again, I want to thank you so much. Go ahead and expel all of the breath out of your lungs. Everything out, 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 out. Release it to the universe. Find one sweet inhale. Hold it at the top. And release it, H-A.